this little cart has met and exceeded my expectations. I honestly didn't expect it to last as long as it did for what I'm using it for. You know, where I'm dragging it is about 3.5 miles from the house and a pretty long ways back into the woods. And as you saw in the video, I got across some pretty rough country. And once I get back up here in the woods, you know, I've been hauling out all kinds of wood. And if you saw that tree, my chainsaw, I got to where I can't cut it anymore. My bar is too small. I've tried cutting it from 2 directions and it's too big a tree for what I've got to use. But I've hauled a lot of wood on this, and then I used it the other day to haul out my deer. I'll show you that here in just a second. But I have absolutely abused this cart. If you're looking for something to pull in and out of the woods while it's still dark, this thing's pretty noisy. It rattles. If you like the nice rugged look here, it comes pre-patinaed from the factory. Yeah, see, all right, it comes that way, so expect that. But every now and then you got to watch, because the sides will pop off and then they'll start rattling and beating on the side while you're driving. The tailgate, there's no way to latch the tailgate, but other than that, you know, it's a cheap cart. But if you're looking for something, you know, to use for what I'm doing around the farm, around your garden, hauling your deer in and out, man, this little thing is great. But what I'm going to tell you is it's not meant for the road. Let me show you what happens when you drive it on the road. Now the wheels, they don't have bearings. They have like bushings, kind of like the front wheels on a lawnmower. There's no bearings in there. It just kind of spins on the axle. So you got to make sure you keep that greased. And like I said, it's not meant for highway use. No kind of speed at all. But when you load this up, I think it holds like 1,500 pounds. You have to make sure you keep it perfectly balanced, because you'll notice the wheels are right in the middle. And that's why it wants to road walk so bad. The wheels need to be a little bit further back, but the tongue isn't built super strong. If you start putting a lot of weight up here, you'll notice that tongue will start to bow a little bit. But if you put 50 pounds in the front, make sure you put 50 pounds in the back and keep this thing balanced. Because if not, you're just going to end up bending your tongue. But give me a second, we'll go and get this loaded up and get this wood out of here. There's not a lot in this world that'll remind you how out of shape you are, like cutting firewood and dragging deer. But I got this cart loaded up, and as you can see, there's quite a bit on there. So I'm gonna go on and drag it out of here, drag it home and get it split up. I'll probably have to winch myself out once I get down to where them logs are and have to cross that ditch. I don't think this is gonna pull it out, but we'll see what happens. Ditch with all them logs, it's pretty deep now. So the first ditch I was able to get through, I had to back up a few times and give it the old goer blow. It finally pulled its way out, but this one here is too deep, there's too much, so I might have to winch myself. But you know, this will give you an idea as to the amount of abuse that I give this trailer. So if you're looking to buy one, you know, I give $135. You know, I think normally they're around maybe $250 or so. It's not a bad trailer. I might get 4 or 5 years out of it, but other than that, I don't expect it to last long term. But for what I'm doing, it's a great little trailer. So thanks for watching.